Hello chatbox out there. Today in this video I'm just going to be telling you guys about what I got to on my Sunday. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend so far and that you're all having a lovely Sunday West. So today I got up early and I was sorting my boot was out. I got them all out ready for me to sort out and I watched some Doctor episodes, and for my breakfast I had some chocolate spread toast and a cup of tea. My younger brother and sister had work and my older brother is in uni and older sister is at her house, and my mum and dad were still asleep because I was up pretty early, and then they both got up and my dad was sorting stuff out in the garden and my mum and myself watched some tennis, and I went onto my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and uploaded some new Instagram photos and tweeted a bit and chatted to my mates on Facebook. Played on Stardolph and some other game site stuff, and I turned them up for my Working on the new structure of my book and some new songs and subscription stories for my Dodge Just game. And I played my Dog Just show last night and did the newest episode and filming and editing of that. Watched some Supernatural episodes and some Merlin and Charmed and other sci-fi and fantasy stuff, and I also did some colouring pages and some painting and arts and craft and some paper dressmaking and some fashion designing and illustrating, and watched some cake making videos and some videos of some people making some awesome illustrations of food and normal objects around the house and stuff that you can find, and they are so cool. And I watched the last ever episode of The Fosters and watched some episodes of Shadowhunters and some other sci-fi and fantasy shows and films, and watched some episodes of Will and Grace, Big Bang Theory, How I Met Mother, and watched some episodes of Friends and some other comedy stuff like that, and watched Golden Girls. And my younger brother got back from being at work and is off work now, as has the afternoon off, and he went off out with his mates. And I threw the telescope for my dog house in the garden. And then my dad went off to do a disco, and for tea we're going to be having a roast, so I can't wait for that. And I worked on some new songs and played on my keyboard a bit. I did some scripts and storyline writing, and I watched some vlogs and read some blogs and watched some finds and some funny dog videos, and watched 101 Dalmatians, one of my favourite films ever. I sounded really weird then. 101 Dalmatians is probably one of my favourite Disney films ever, and Tangled. And I watched some stop motion and cartoon and manga and anime stuff, and watched Chicken Run and What Does It Go Casa the Rabbit and some other stuff like that. And I read some Dot 2 comics and some Marvel and DC comics, and read Vogue and Hello and some soap magazines, catch up on my soap gossip. And my younger brother's ex-girlfriend had stayed over last night and she got a little bit too drunk, and we just had a really nice catch up and we were talking about all things Hollyoaks and things like that, and about Love Island. I personally don't really like Love Island that much, but we were just having a good gossip about that, as I do tend to follow with all the drama of that show. And I then watched some more Glee episodes and played on Subway Surfer and Minecraft and COD and played some kinds of board games. And I was going to do this vlog earlier on, but for some reason the setting was all wrong and it was all blurry and it just looked crazy. So I finally sorted out, well, I think I've sorted out. So if this vlog does look a bit weird, sorry about that, I'll try to sort that out. Hopefully you're going to get a new camera for my birthday, so I should be able to do vlogs on that, and the lighting and stuff should be a lot better. I've copied and pasted all the stuff off my favourite list onto a Word document to print out, as it's like a few things. It's like 22 or 23 little things that I suggested for my mum and dad, because they said you've got to make a birthday list. And most of it's not very expensive. Most of it's like dollhouse accessories, a few Barbies, a few pieces of clothing like jumpers and stuff, and some DVDs and CDs and stuff. I find as it gets older, it gets harder to ask for things for like birthdays and Christmas and stuff. And yeah, so it's a pretty hard thing to do. So I just jotted down a few things that I would like to get, and we've booked the top of hotel restaurant area for my birthday, and there's about 20 of us going, and it was only going to be a small gathering, and now it's turned out to be a massive extravaganza. So I'm looking forward to that. and my family friend's husband is having to be in hospital because his mum's not very well. So our family friend, she's a really good cake maker, is going to be making my 21st birthday cake, but because of course, our family friend's mum's not being very well, it might not happen. So I said, don't worry if you can't make the cake. And she said, I've got all the stuff together, so you'll definitely get the cake, but it might just be a belated birthday cake. So in that case, my uncle, who's also a good cake maker, will probably either make it or just buy one for the store. I'm not really that fussed if it's too much of a like trouble. Don't worry. And yeah, so I cannot wait. Going to be 21 in a few weeks' time, and my colleague George is in Cuba at the moment. He's back on the 20th of June, a few days before my birthday, and it's his birthday in a few days' time. He's going to be 21 like myself. Can't believe how old we're getting. And yeah, I'm really enjoying college and work placement. 3 weeks left. Because of the selling of certain shops in the garden centre, there's a possibility I might not get employed yet, but I just have to keep an eye out. And yeah, not the end of the world if I don't get a place. There's a lady that my course leader said who's going to help us with like interview techniques and help us like give us like info on different jobs to fit our requirements and stuff, and will help us get into jobs. And it's good because at my annual review, she said it's not like we're gonna have you in our course and then after just drop you like a hat. So they're gonna both my course leader and my workplace coach are gonna stay in touch after I've left on the 28th, which is my last day, and they're gonna stay in touch and see how I'm getting on. So yeah, that would be good. And I'm really gonna miss my college because I've been there 3 years now, and every time I was like, wait, first year done and I'll get a job. Second year done, then I'll get a job. And then after the second year, my mate actually said, you've always been saying about getting a job, but there's this course called the Preparation for Working Life course where it helps you get into work and helps you with work placement. And said if I was interested to like get a form and stuff. And thanks to her, I've now done this, and I was working in a cafe all the way in the back of town, and I really wasn't enjoying it, the journey and stuff, and just the repetitiveness of it all. I just felt like I was going around in circles and not really doing anything new. So starting this new work position has helped my confidence, and I've not been off at all, and I've just been in every day, even doing some overtime, and I just love the staff there. The atmosphere is just so warm and welcoming, and they're just so great. And yeah, so I cannot wait for this week ahead. And the weather is getting really nice and sunny, so better keep lots of soaking on. And my dad said he's gonna try to get me a like summer hat to protect my neck and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more work placement at Wyville for the next few weeks. And I'm not going to stress about if I get employed there or not. I'm just going to enjoy myself and enjoy the last few weeks of work placement. I just can't believe how fast the 4 weeks are going that I have left, and just can't believe how fast my time doing placement there has gone. It's just flown by. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. I then watched some soap stuff, and I watched some old Hollyoaks, Emmerdale, and Coronation Street, and EastEnders, and other soap stuff, and Skins, and Waterloo Road, and Graveyard, and Degrassi, and some other soap stuff, and Beverly Hills 90210, and some other teen drama stuff. I watched some episodes of Riverdale, and some other stuff like that, and I really want Riverdale to hurry up and come back already for season 3. I'm gutted that Shadowhunters is being cancelled, but there's a massive like driving force behind the Save Shadowhunters campaign, and it makes me so happy. And I worked on the newest chapter of my book and it's going really well. It's got a really good title, and I listened to a bit of Lily Allen, a bit of Panic at the Disco, and Duran Duran, Paramore, and Kylie Minogue, and some other musicians and bands. I watched Ever After, Tangled, Mulan, Pocahontas, and some other Disney princess films and Disney films and shows. And I caught up on the Runaways and Humans, and I watched some episodes of Sergeant Adventures and some other sci-fi stuff. And for my lunch, I had a cheese and pickle toasty and a cup of tea, and watched Phantom of the Opera, and watched the Simpsons movie, and watched the Simpsons and some other cartoon stuff, and watched SpongeBob and some other Nickelodeon and CBC and Cartoon YouTube and Boomerang shows, and watched some Scooby-Doo DVDs and Gemini the Holocaust animated series episodes. And I'm now off to go watch today's Homework in Neighbours, and then carry on sorting my Bluetooth as well, do a bit more Bluetooth doll photography, and then put those away. And then I'm going to be working on my book a bit more. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, have a lovely Sunday rest, and have a lovely week ahead. And I shall see you soon with new vlog coming very soon. Bye.